Alex and Jason every day. That's what we call SuperRoboPlay. Alex and Jason every day. That's what we call SuperRoboPlay.
Okay.
So now we're doing a let's destroy / let's build. And
Yeah.
It's going to be a little bit different from Jason's because we're not going to use creative mode. We're actually going to manually take this bad boy apart.
Yeah.
And we're just going to shoot the shit. If you've ever seen any of... This is inspired by, of course, Rooster Teeth. And they do... Or Let's Play, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
They do Let's Builds. We have done like lots of building projects, I feel like, you and I on Minecraft. Just like goofing around.
Yeah, not really on here. It's more on our server stuff.
Yeah, on our server. And all of that's gone by the wayside. Our server's in a massive reconstruction. You'll see it one day in a later, greater state.
Hopefully, it will be
Perhaps.
like the best thing.
But once we figure that out, there's a lot of kinks with the Minecraft Pixelmon mod for the server.
Yeah.
But yeah, in our other episodes, you know, we're pretty hip happening guys, but in these ones,
Hip happening.
in DDO, my friend. This one we're just gonna be laid back. You can watch us. We're gonna tear this bad boy apart and rebuild a new one.
Yeah. I'm on the roof. I climbed up here.
All right.
So I'm just going to start taking apart the roof, I
I'll
figure.
work on the floor then.
But if you haven't watched our previous
Electrode.
episode...
No.
Did he get inside?
He's trying to. He's like rolling around.
Last episode, we found this Pokemon Center, and there's another one
Just like
close
50 blocks.
I don't see it, but somewhere. Alex knows where it is.
Hopefully.
So we thought we'd just destroy this one, take all the materials.
Go back to our home base, make some expansions.
Yeah.
And build a rail system from here to the new Pokemon Center.
Yeah, so we'll probably be doing... It'll take a while to get all those resources.
Yes.
Probably won't show everything on camera. But we thought this would be fun, just to sort of...
Well, yeah, if you've ever seen the Let's Builds that they do, they edit it around. And we're just going to talk and maybe it'll cut around. We'll see.
Yeah.
Projects. My projects.
I feel like we haven't... Did I already fuck this up?
What?
The glowstone, is just hanging in midair there.
I can get that.
Yeah, I'll get that later.
I can get that.
I'll keep that in mind, though. That can't do that from up here.
I don't think I can do that.
But no, I feel like the last time you and I actually built something was...
I remember the name of that building.
Yes, I remember the name of that building, too.
We built an underwater temple on our server.
I'm gonna let all my...
We lost. We could not find for some reason. We spent hours building it.
Oh.
I saw Jason. He was on there doing stuffing, and I just teleported to him, and I just started helping him build it.
Yeah.
And that was a project. It came out really pretty in the end.
It looked nice.
Yeah.
It was this, like, 4-quadrant underwater temple thing. Just all made out of glass.
Who was it dedicated to again? I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
We dedicated it to somebody. There's a sign there.
Magikarp, what are you doing?
Magikarp is kind of related to who it was dedicated to, but I can't remember who.
Can't, for the life of me, just can't remember that.
Something to do with the mermaid.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Look up for a second. Just look up.
What happened? Is that yours?
Yeah. No, that's a wild Magikarp.
Cut him.
No, I released all my Pokemon. I was like, Ash, I'm like, this isn't a main episode. So, you know, in like the movies, when they had like, before the main movie started, there's like Pikachu's Adventure. And Ash would just recklessly.
And they have a cool like remix of one of the songs.
Yeah, but they just recklessly let all the Pokemon free.
Be the very best. No, it's like some edgy remix.
Yeah.
From the first movie.
So this is our like our version of that.
Those Pokemon movies, they hold up.
Yeah, they do. You and I watched a bunch, but I mean,
we gotta still finish the rest of them.
We have to release all your Pokemon though. Just
release all your Pokemon. No, we'll battle if they ever connect.
No, they won't.
Yes, they will.
They won't.
Yes, they will.
They will be fine.
I'll understand the mechanics. They will stay in here. I don't want them getting in my way.
Hey, man, this is their episode, okay?
Your Pikachu can go.
That Magikarp is gonna be stuck on that freaking glowstone the entire episode.
Man, I traded you that
Zubat?
Wombat and Woobat.
Yeah.
And he had a good name. Your Pikachu has a terrible name.
Sparky.
Yeah, terrible.
From Pokemon. You know,
Ricky.
Yeah, Ricky and his Sparky.
Sup, Ricky?
Sup, Ricky? Oh, man. I need to get on watching SNL more.
Yeah, everybody should be watching SNL this season. It's funnier than it'll ever have been.
I'm really curious, like, what the general
Dan
populace...
Belushi and John Aykroyd, whoever those, Billy Murray, none of them.
No, they're not here?
Chevrolet Chase, I don't like it.
Chevrolet Chase. I'll watch it eventually, probably.
I just torrent all of them.
Oh, yeah, it's just...
There's no guilt in me for torrenting television.
Yeah.
Something that they gave to you for free anyways. But
Yeah.
the ratings, they say. Well, the ratings
No one ever...
are skewed. They are lies anyway.
Yeah, that's not... People don't realize, but those aren't real.
That's just sample sizes that they've extrapolated.
And small sample sizes.
Super duper small.
And then they just...
And now they're including Twitter ratings, and those don't make any sense either.
What does that mean, to include Twitter ratings?
It's just a scam for Twitter and Nielsen to make more money, to be like, hey, we'll sell this information to advertisers as well. Do you want to know the Twitter ratings? Here you go.
It's like, what is that? How does
but
that...
it's basically based on how people talk about what people talk about the shows and stuff.
Yeah.
The thing is, that doesn't ever correlate.
No.
They literally did like a test to see, like, here are the top shows talked about on Twitter, and here are like the ratings. It's like, although people really did talk about Breaking Bad, it's like it wasn't the top show on television.
No?
No, it had a big finale, but no, Big Bang Theory is much more popular.
Oh, yeah.
NCIS is more popular.
Yeah, is that show still on?
Yeah, that's a super popular show.
Yeah.
Both of those, but nobody talks about those on Twitter.
Yeah, because it's just like a completely different...
I think the only thing that had a crossover is football. Football, everybody watches it, gets crazy ratings, and people tweet about it. But that was, I think, the only thing.
Do you ever think one day that like esports will be at the level of like football and stuff? Never?
No, this is not The Wizard.
No, but I'm like talking seriously. Like, it took what, 50 years?
You're talking silly business.
No.
Yes.
When football like first came on air,
Yes.
do you think it was like a huge thing?
I know for a fact that it was.
But is that because there was literally really nothing else on television at the time?
There was no other televised sports on television aside from like football and baseball.
Yeah.
But this first Super Bowl was huge. The Super Bowl has always been huge.
Yeah, but I just wonder, it's like, will we ever get to a point where League of Legends already has like over 100 million players? Something
but
ridiculous.
The thing is, fucking Johnson & Johnson have no idea what League of Legends is, and they don't want to advertise on it.
Yet. But it's new. It's only been around for 3-4 years. Like,
yeah, but I could never see that being on television, is what I'm saying. Television is a dying medium.
It is.
Twitch is an emerging medium.
Yeah.
So, no, I don't think it'll be on television. I think television will die out in its own way.
I don't even really mean, will it be on television, but will people talk about shit like that? Like, is it
no,
possible?
Nobody will talk about it.
About League of Legends?
No, that was a sarcastic reply.
Yeah. But like one day, like 20 years from now, it's like, I wonder.
That's what they actually brag about during speedruns when they do like AGDQ or SGDQ, where they're like, hey, we actually just passed League of Legends as the most popular thing on Twitch right now.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they always brag about, because League of Legends is super popular on Twitch.
It's enormous. It's everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. But the thing is with games are so like more susceptible to be replaced with a new game. Where something like football, the concept of football will be here for centuries.
Well, no, they'll come out with the new football. the XFL.
Yeah.
That was a thing.
Was it?
You don't remember the XFL?
No.
When we were children, Jason, there was a man named Vince McMahon who created the WWF. And he decided, I'm going to reinvent football. I'm going to make it more violent. And I'm going to change the rules. And it's going to be like extreme football.
Like rollerball or whatever those fucking 80s
it was
movies
just
were.
Football with tweaked rules and just like supposed to be extreme football or whatever. And it lasted for one season. The ratings literally and we just talked about how ratings are bullshit. But there were games in the XFL that literally got 0 ratings from Nielsen, like 0.0, meaning that nobody on the planet watched them.
Yeah.
Which is not accurate. But
it's not accurate, but still gives you,
an idea of how unpopular it was.
Yeah.
And it was a joke league, and only a few players from the XFL went on to play in the NFL.
I can't imagine.
And also they allowed customized jerseys. You can put whatever you want for your game. So you could be like slut ball.
Yeah, that's dead.
There was no slut ball. The most famous one was a guy whose jersey said, "She hate me." And that was a typo. It's meant to be "She hates me."
She hates me. Yeah,
so that lasted for one season and cost Vince McMahon like fucking $1 billion. It cost them a ton of money.
Yeah.
And also, instead of like a Super Bowl, it was I think it was called the $1 Million Game.
Where did he find the teams for this?
No, you don't. You create teams. You basically say to arena owners, "Hey, do you want like a chance to make a bunch of money with spectators?"
Yeah.
And they go, "Of course." And he just gets a bunch of people that couldn't cut in the NFL to play in the. Then there's plenty of other sub leagues like the Arena Football League and like just crappy leagues where ex players and losers go.
Yeah.
People and they're not really losers. The NFL is a terrible. Like as much as I like football. It's like it's such a fickle league where one year you're the greatest and the next year everybody hates you. It doesn't care about you.
Yeah, sports are just, it's weird that way.
Hockey, though, you can make a career being a player like that. Like, you can last fucking 20 years in the league and be a nobody and never accomplish anything, but still get rich. But people in the NFL, one year you can be the best guy, like Sean Alexander. A few years later, you could be out of a job.
Yeah.
And people resent you.
So fickle.
Yeah, so football, terrible for that.
Minecraft, though? Minecraft's forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Break that. I guess we should just leave those for now.
Let's get the... I'll try to get these.
Oh, the...
glowstones.
Yeah. I can break them from up here. We'll just need to put torches and shit.
Oh, Eevee's in a fight somehow.
What?
It's with a Spearow, doesn't matter.
Yeah. Not with mine. Not with my Pokies.
Killed it.
What is that down there? Oh, Kohaku's trying to seduce that Mareep. Mareep didn't like it. There's really no way to, like, dig through wool faster, is there?
I think it's a sword that does it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have that.
Why would we?
Yeah. It'd be kind of interesting if they had, like, regular mobs still in here.
No, had to change it.
It would change it. It'd
If
become
they had, like, angry Team Rockets
something.
that just started attacking you, they were just, like, or zombie reskins.
Yeah. Because as it is, it's like the Pokemon will still just attack you randomly, but you never need to worry about your health or anything.
You have to worry about food, but once you die, it replenishes anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, Nidorino's in here.
Man. Maybe I should make a sword, just because this is taking
I
so
think,
long.
Yeah, I think that's what does it.
Well, no harm in trying. Hop down.
Yeah, they've added lots of... Well, I guess the stained clay is already in here. They're adding lots of new stuff.
I'm so bad with keeping up with that stuff.
You're awesome at getting spoiled for Pokemon X and Y. Terrible at keeping up at new Minecraft stuff.
Yeah.
I love hearing about the new Minecraft stuff. Ant Venom, everybody. Go subscribe to him. He needs it. He only has 1 million.
Only.
Yeah. He's a good guy, though. It's like... I feel like a lot of people on YouTube or just... I don't know. Maybe... I don't want to say not nice people, but...
YouTube full of people that aren't nice?
I mean, people who seem disingenuous. People who have like weird motives where it's like, I don't know, their heart's in the wrong place. They're doing it for the money.
Oh, as in like YouTube, like
People who make videos.
making the videos. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people.
I never get that from Ant Venom. Like, he's making serious bank, but he's, to me, is more interested in making good videos. He doesn't really care about the money.
Yeah.
But I also feel like if one day YouTube was just like, now things aren't worth money.
Well, yeah, because it's like we've already seen that sort of happen.
So to some extent, they're making less money, so
Yeah.
creators make less money.
Yeah, which is understandable. Like, I understand that, but that's where someone like Bernie, who's always talking about like having a place outside of YouTube, it's like, oh, it seemed like more and more of a smart idea to consider. But for someone like us, where we have so many videos, it's like that's not viable. And swords don't seem to break wool any faster.
Okay.
So nothing seems.
Comments
to do
below, what breaks wool fast? And also, fuck that magic card. I was trying to dig him underground for a long time.
Were you?
While you were talking, I was just following around with a shovel trying to dig him.
Yeah. That's funny. This is convenient, though, that the Poke Centers use the same material as our house already.
Yes.
What should we do with it?
We'll do with what?
Like with the house. I'm trying to think if we want to build it to be bigger and then like have
story.
separate. Because it's small as it is right now.
Yeah, second story.
Yeah, we can use all this red as carpet everywhere. That purple will be like the foyer or something.
Asymmetry is beauty.
Yeah.
Fuck what Vogue magazine tells you.
Yeah, symmetry's fucking eerie, man. That's why Kubrick always used it in his films. It's
No, he
off-putting.
did it because he was a homosexual.
Is that what it was?
JK, he loved the pussy. Who knows? Who knows what that guy loved?
Who knows?
That guy loved making movies. That's all that guy loved.
Whoa, what the? Magikarp just like flew up here and tried to kill me.
He is a flying target.
Not yet. Get out of here, Magikarp. There you go. Put some. Gotta get some torches. What rhymes with torches?
What is that? Oh, it's a hiker over there. Electrode rolling at him. Kill him.
Stoic Electrode. What is he doing? Weird.
Ooh.
So much wool. We're gonna have more wool than we know what to do with.
I'm just trying to get all the quartz.
Yeah. We have to deconstruct this thing entirely, and then we need to figure out if we can move those.
Well, we don't technically need
machines.
to just deconstruct it entirely. We can just take the quartz and then burn the rest.
I guess.
There'll be no remnants of this hollow graveyard.
I want to get the black wool though. That's nicer.
Racist.
Hey, I was saying, black is nice.
You know who's hosting the Oscars this year?
Obama?
How do you know?
I don't know.
No, Louis C.K.
Really?
Just kidding. I wish.
Yeah. I was...
I fucking wish. If I could have 3 wishes, that would be one of them.
Would it?
Yeah, but the second one would be for infinite wishes. Duh.
Duh.
You ever played this game before? You ever been to a slumber party?
No.
You ever had a sleepover with a girl? Not a sexual one, but as a kid?
As a kid.
You can keep playing Minecraft.
I know. I'm just trying to think, but it's like I don't think so.
I did.
Did you?
That was a mistake.
Well, yeah. That's just asking for like bad things to happen and to be said.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I was. What?
Whose bright idea was that?
I don't know.
Like,
People-
what parent was like?
Well, I wasn't like 12 or 13. I was still like fucking 8 or some shit.
Oh yeah.
But it's like, oh no, kids are innocent. Not Alex Hamley, my friends.
What does that mean?
Stay thirsty, my friends. That's what it means.
Oh my goodness. That's bad.
Huh? I was like, let's get into nitty gritty. When I was like in preschool, or not preschool, sorry, I didn't go to preschool. I went to like, I guess it was preschool, daycare. But I used to live in Penticton, which is in.
Did you?
Yeah, that's where I grew up when I was like a kid.
Oh. Wow. How long were you there for?
Let's get the full recap of Alex Hanley's life. I was born in Burnaby, and my parents lived in Vancouver, and then they moved to Penticton. They lived in Naramata for a bit, which is a place near.
Naramata.
It's like near Kamloops or Kelowna or whatever. It's
Okay.
fucking, what is that place? Sunnyvale, some shit. Anyway, super nice place. We had peach trees in the backyard.
That is nice.
And then we moved to Penticton, which is a bit more.
Deserty?
It's super nearby. Naramata is just like kind of like their suburbs or whatever.
Okay.
Where the fancy people live. Not fancy, but
Yeah.
nobody really lives up there. But it's super nice. I don't know how long we lived in Naramata, but I grew up in Penticton, and then we ended up moving. We were in Victoria for a little bit, for like a year or two.
Wow, you got like around to different places.
And then when I was like 4 or 5, I moved to Richmond, and I was in Richmond from 5 until 12, and then I moved to Coquitlam. I've been here basically ever since, with brief spurts in Burnaby.
Yeah.
So for anybody who's not familiar with the Lower Mainland or British Columbia, that was all nonsense.
They're just like,
Basically, I've been all
Canada.
over sort of this province where we live. I've sort of lived all over. I lived
Yeah.
in Prince George for a bit. I lived in Quesnel for a bit. I've been all over. The only places I haven't lived are like Surrey or North Van or something like that.
Yeah.
Technically, I've lived in West Van for a bit. I just stayed with my grandpa.
yeah.
And his house is rubble.
It is gone. It blew up.
It was destroyed with a bulldozer.
They bombed.
But no, when I was in preschool, when I was like 4 years old, I was like frisky as shit.
You were frisky?
I was like macking on babes left and right.
What? Really?
Yeah. Which is not allowed.
No.
Oh shit, I don't even think I really liked girls. I was just the most adorable child. And then I evened out and became an average human being. But like pictures of me as a child, I'm the cutest, most adorable thing. And it was more like the girls were just super infatuated with me than I was really interested in the girls.
Really? A little like baby Alex Hanley as a
Little,
player.
yeah, a little baby roommate. But I wasn't like, ooh, ugh. I
You
was
weren't
sort of
like you weren't smarmy about it.
I was just kind of like, okay, I guess this is appropriate. I guess I will allow for this to occur. But I wasn't like kissing, But it's weird because people say like, oh, when did you have your first kiss? It's like, for me, I was like 4 years old.
Really?
Macking on babes. We would.
Wow.
In the preschool. Oh, I'm bragging about it now. I'm 22, bragging about making out with 4-year-olds. But no, the preschool that we went to had like not a library section, but like a bookshelf where the books were kept. Kids would go underneath the bookshelf because it was shaped like a pyramid or a triangle.
Yeah.
And the kids would sit under it, in like the little nook where the triangle part was, and that's where the 4-year-olds would go to make out.
That's wow.
Yeah. So hey, daycare people, be more supervised. Don't leave any hidey holes.
Yeah. No kidding.
The baby's gonna make out. They probably know this. Daycare people.
They must. But they're so desensitized.
No, but they're fucking. They gotta be around kids all day. They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck. But no, they don't want the kids kissing for one. But
Well, why not?
Sickness mostly.
Oh,
I think transferring sickness and chickenpox and shit like that. They don't really give a fuck. Well, obviously they don't want anybody to get diddled either. So that's another reason.
Kids diddling kids. Oh my god.
So that was a thing. But there's never any diddling because you have no idea what the fuck that's about, and you're explicitly told as a child, these are private parts. And you're told like aggressively that this is not cool.
Yeah.
So that was never on my agenda, nor was I the one being like
diddled.
No, like let's go under here and kiss. Like that was never my thing. It was always like
it was innocent.
Basically, yeah, and it was just like girls being like, "This is kissing." That's something that they do in Disney movies.
Yeah.
So it was never
Disney teaching kids bad things.
Basically, because I don't know what else the influence would be. Like, this is what mommy and daddy do, but this was like far before any child would have any concept of like what sex was, and if a kid did know, it was probably a very clear sign that they were diddled.
Yeah.
So it was completely innocent. But I remember I grew up in Richmond. And down the street from my elementary school, there was a daycare I went to. And I can't remember the name of that place, but I went there a lot. After school, before school, basically like my whole childhood. Like there was a period where I stopped going, and then a few years later I started going again. But it was always the same person running the place, this old Jewish woman, who's most certainly deceased because she was, I think, 90 years old.
500. 600.
Literally, my brain is going, no, I believe she was 90 years old. If I remember correctly, she was 90. She was the oldest human being I'd ever met.
Yeah.
My great-grandmother at that point was 93, and she was the human equivalent to a sack of potatoes. She sat in one chair and couldn't move and didn't know English.
Oh my god, that'd be the worst.
Yeah, and then she died one day and left me like $500, which was like all of her savings.
Yeah.
So it was like, and as a kid, I was like, oh, okay.
It's like,
can I get the N64 now?
Yeah.
No.
No.
I think my dad just confiscated that money. He's like, this is Papa money now.
Yeah.
I think we're done.
Yeah. Your story of childhood wonder.
Well, no, I'm not even finished with that. That place as well, this daycare had this room in the back that was like not like a doll room, but like a room with like a fake oven and a fake thing where so kids could like play house or whatever, girls could do their girl stuff. But they had this weird schedule in place where everybody would have, rather than all the kids fighting over this. Do we have all?
I think so.
Let's take all the wool and junk.
Yeah. I'm gonna attempt to. You broke one of these with a pickaxe, you said, right?
Yeah, I broke it, but I didn't get one.
Yeah, so I'll break one with my hand.
Sure.
See what happens.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We might have to make 2 trips or something. I'm not sure we have enough room for all this.
I don't think so.
Is your inventory full?
Yeah, 1 second. I'll go back there and I'll put things, like, organize it better.
Okay. I'm going to head back to the base and we can make trips. So, yeah, they had this room, and the thing is, rather than have the kids, like, fight for the rooms and just be like, because there was also a Nintendo, and that's where I'd play all the Nintendo stuff. This is the right way. Rather than have the kids fight over all that stuff, they had a schedule. So it's like these kids get these days, these kids get these days, and they had just rotate it. And as a kid, you have no concept of days. But again, still a very adorable kid. This is only like a year later. That's where the other Poke Center is.
Huh?
I just ran into the other Poke Center, so I went the wrong way.
Yeah, I can't seem to break them except with a pickaxe, so I guess the stuff will just stay here, floating, forever.
Am I lost?
Where did you go? Which way did you go?
I don't know.
Let me get up. Where did you go, Alex? Did you go towards the snow?
No, the snow is on the border. It's to the left of me.
So you want to go...
Keep going straight. I'm gonna run for a bit.
Okay, come back. I don't know where you are.
There we are. Here we are.
Where are you?
Right here.
Okay.
Right above you.
You want to go...
This way.
Yeah, you want to go...
I took the wrong... Because we destroyed the thing, so I forgot which way was which.
Yeah.
So hopefully this works. So anyways, I didn't want to ever go in that weird doll room, like, where they had the fake things, because there was nothing of interest. I'm a boy. There's nothing of interest there to me. I remember one day, there was a girl at the daycare who had, like, a huge crush on me. And I had absolutely no interest in her whatsoever, because she just was so annoying.
She was a girl.
But, like, way worse than any of the... At least the girls at the daycare that I went to, they weren't annoying to me. But this girl was so annoying to me. Her name was Amber. And she was, like, a redhead. And perhaps that was my, like... Well, no, I was going to say, like, maybe that's my natural aversion to redheads. Like, I think of myself that it's not my type. But at the same time, I feel like I'm constantly... Like, my life is about being drawn into redheads that I shouldn't like. And maybe this is where it all started. This is a therapy session.
Oh,
Minecraft therapy.
Minecraft therapy.
But no, on one Friday, I was scheduled to go into this doll room thing. I think that's what it was called, the doll
That's
room.
so fucking weird sounding.
Oh yeah, it was super weird.
Get into the doll room.
And I'm somebody, and this perhaps, again, this is real therapy, of like, maybe that's why I don't like being told what to do, because I will never do anything anybody, like, you have to do this. I'm like, no, I don't. My problem with authority. Let's get out of the fucking, okay, I'm heading back.
Okay.
So yeah, it was Friday, and it was like you and Amber in the doll room. I'm like, I was just thinking to myself, this is like a recipe for disaster. No way I'm doing this. I'm like, hey, I was talking to like one of the people who works there. I was just like, as a fucking kid or whatever. I'm like, I don't want to go into that room. I don't like hanging out with Amber.
Yeah.
I'll trade it with anybody. I'll sit on the couch and do nothing. I don't want to do this. And they're like, no, come on, it'll be fun. You'll get to know Amber better. I'm like, I don't want to get to know Amber better. I don't want any of this. I don't want to do this. And they're just like, no, you got to do it. I think that's also why I don't like soup, because they would serve like lunches to the kids, and they would serve soup, and I didn't like soup.
It all goes back to this frickin' daycare.
Well, that's childhood for you. That is therapy, where it's like, oh, everything does kind of stem from childhood.
Yeah.
Their first experiences. Hopefully I'm going the right way here. Anyways, they ended up putting me in that doll room with Amber, and the thing is, they closed the door.
Oh.
So it is like completely unsupervised. Because it's basically like, okay, we can section off some of the kids here, section off some of the kids here, and they do that.
Yeah.
And, yeah, this is the right way. That's probably the closest I've ever come to being, like, raped. Like,
what?
This is way before rape was a thing. She never, like, touched my penis or anything like that.
This is before rape was a thing. Rape didn't exist before this.
Didn't exist before this. But, no, she was, like, forcing herself on me, and I was, I think, 5 years old.
Oh, my God.
Just like, I'm going to kiss you, Alex. Nope, no.
Oh, my God. It's just like that childish teasing, but to just a weird, gross extent.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you're my husband. We're a wife. I was like, nope. I was just like on my worst behavior possible. God damn, I hope this is the right way. Again, the rain screws me up because you get less draw distance. But
yeah.
We will see.
Level 5 milk tank.
And I ended up not that time, but like months later. I was playing Nintendo and like sitting on a chair playing Nintendo, and she like came up behind me and like wrapped her arms around me or whatever, like around my neck.
Yeah.
Immediate instinct was just to like flail, and I ended up smashing the back of my head into her face.
Whoa.
And I got in so much trouble for that, and I was literally like, she came up behind me and grabbed me. I have no idea, like. I'm trying to explain to them, like, I didn't do this to hurt her. I had no idea what was happening. And they were like, no, Alex, you're in the most trouble. We have to call your dad now. And they called my dad, and I was like, explained it to him. And he was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
He's like, oh, well, yeah, women are crazy.
So once again, I am lost.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm going to bring up cords.
How do you keep getting lost? I've been building towers, so.
I just took... God damn these fucking boats. this way.
Should
You tell me preschool stories.
preschool stories. Okay. As a kid, there was this person I knew, Malcolm Bell, and
Sounds like a character on The Wire.
oh really?
There's a character named Stringer Bell, and Malcolm's like kind of a black name.
No, little white kid, and the whole thing was that him and I,
Kissed.
no, we looked similar as kids. Just because when you're a kid, you have like a lot more generic features, and adults like that shit. They like it when it's like, oh, look at these dudes, they're so cute. Later in life, he turned out to be a fucking huge asshole.
As is the case.
As is the case with most people, yeah. So I found my way back. I don't know where you are,
No, man.
but I'm gonna head back, and then I'll head back out this way again. But no, I just like remember him and I went to this woman Shirley's house, and it was right beside the school that we would go to, because the elementary school in Toronto.
Bring up your cords. Tell me
Oh,
your
sorry.
cords.
I am at -76.
That's not home, though. What the hell are you talking about?
No, I'm just saying to where the boats were in that direction. So it's like, yeah, -69, -665.
Yeah, I get that landmark.
Yeah.
But now it's nighttime and it's fucking raining.
Oh.
We're gonna edit right here, and we're just gonna be.
No. The home is
No, we're gonna edit right here, and we're gonna be home. That's it. I'm not dealing with this fucking nighttime in the goddamn rain, trying to find our way home.